Today, I'm taking you on a tour of a fantastic part of Oshawa, Centennial. It's a beautiful, mature area, great for commuters and close to all amenities, plus a wide range of home price options. I'll also talk about some of the negative aspects of this area so that you're aware of the good and the bad. So if you're in the stages of investigating where you want to live in Oshawa, this video will help you decide whether Centennial is the right area for you. My name is Vilija Truelove. I'm a local Durham Region real estate agent, and I'd love to hear from you. If you're moving to or within the Durham Region, whether you're ready to move now or 6 months from now, you can set up an appointment through my calendar link, which you'll find in the description below, or you can send me a text or an email and we can get the process started. And don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. So the Centennial area runs from Taunton in the north down to Roslyn in the south, and then from the Oshawa Creek on the west over to Wilson in the east. This is mainly a residential area, except for up along Taunton, where you'll find a lot of commercial and some apartment buildings and rental townhomes there as well. And you will find some other commercial areas along Simcoe, Ritson, and then a little bit along Wilson as well. So if you're looking for outdoor recreation, first, the Oshawa Creek borders the west area, so you'll find some walking trails there. There are also some really great parks and playgrounds in this area. Somerset Park is one of my favorites. The Oshawa Creek runs right through there, and my kids loved playing in it when they were younger. Plus, there's a really great playground here as well. And then Northway Park, right in the middle of the area here, is another great place for a walk or to use the playground or the soccer field. And North Oshawa Park is at Mary and Beatrice. You'll find soccer fields, basketball and tennis courts, a great playground, and a skate park here as well. And then throughout Centennial, you'll find some really nice, mature neighborhoods where when you're wanting to just take a walk around, just beautiful streets to walk around. You're also very close, just a few minutes drive, to the Oshawa Valley Conservation Area, which has lots of hiking and biking trails, as well as being an off-leash dog park. For community and recreation centers, Northview Community Center is in this area where you can find some sports and dance programs. There's also a library right here. And you're also very close to the Dell Park Home Center, which is just up at Harmony north of Taunton. That has an indoor pool and skating rinks plus a gym. And for another fun option, you'll also find Neb's Fun World right in the northeast corner of this area at Wilson and Taunton. For bowling, they have other rides and games, and a pretty amazing indoor play place as well. You'll have all the shopping you need within, honestly, a short distance, no matter which neighborhood you're in within the Centennial area. There's shopping along Simcoe as well as along Ritson and Taunton. There's also a plaza at Wilson and Roslyn. Throughout these areas, you'll find grocery store options, some great restaurants, dollar stores, gyms. Really just about everything that you need for day-to-day is right here. For schools, there are several great public schools right in the area. For Catholic, they'll likely have to catch the bus. Which school they're put in will depend on which neighborhood that you live in within the Centennial area. There are quite a few that fall within the area. For high schools, again, it's going to depend which neighborhood you live in. The school could be Eastdale, Maxwell Heights, or it could be O'Neill. Centennial is so central that all the schools just happen to be surrounding this area. O'Neill is an art school as well, so if you're out of area, you can audition for the programs. And then the Catholic high school for the area is Paul Dwyer at Stevenson and Roslyn. For college and university students, you're very close to the north campuses of Durham College and Ontario Tech University up along Simcoe. What's nice, though, is that you are just outside of the residential rental licensing area. So you aren't likely to be surrounded by student rentals, which isn't something most people want when they're purchasing a home to live in and not an investment property. For commuters, you're about 10 minutes down to the 401, depending on where you are in the area, or just a little further than that up to the 407, maybe 12 to 15 minutes, depending on traffic. So not too far from either highway. Now, the Centennial area includes Nonquan, which is this area here up along Mary Street, north of Hillcroft, and then up to Taunton. It includes some townhomes and condos you can purchase, but is mostly rental apartments. This area gets a pretty bad rep and is known for being one of the not so great areas in Oshawa. It does make up a relatively small portion of the Centennial area. When we actually look at the Durham Region Police Crime Map, we're not seeing too much of an increase in crime in this area compared to other areas in Oshawa. We do see more instances of assault though it's definitely not where the majority of these crimes are taking place in Oshawa. You can see it's much worse along Simcoe here and then heading south. Of the people I know that live in the Centennial area, none of them feel that this affects them and they love their neighborhoods. I also know people that both own and rent right in the Non-Quan area, some of them for many years, decades actually, and they told me they don't feel unsafe living here. In terms of real estate right in Non-Quan, you will see lower prices, but they're also not going to go up as much in value, and you're likely to have a harder time selling in a down market. You won't have the same issues in the rest of the Centennial area. It's something I wanted to mention because, like I said, it is one of the areas of Oshawa that gets a bad reputation and needs to be taken into consideration. Personally, I don't think it should deter you from considering Centennial as a whole, but that's a decision that you need to make, of course. I thought I'd also mention one of my favorite neighborhoods in the Centennial area, the Bow Valley neighborhood. So it's actually one of the most sought after neighborhoods in Oshawa. It's located in this pocket here, basically between Oshawa Boulevard North and Written. You'll find some of the prettiest streets in Oshawa in this little area. The yard sizes are amazing. The curb appeal of the homes are just beautiful. You can see as you're driving down the street that all the owners seem to really have a pride of ownership. If you're looking for that perfect home for your growing family, you'll absolutely want to be keeping this gorgeous neighborhood on your list. And to be honest, you'll find lots of other great little pockets like this throughout the Centennial area. There are honestly some of the most beautiful, mature streets in Oshawa found throughout this area, with large lots, lots of trees and green space, and well cared for homes. Housing here is mostly single detached homes in a real variety of architectural styles. 2 stories, back and side splits, bungalows. There are some century homes and then up to roughly the 1980s. The majority of these homes, like I mentioned, are on generous sized lots. You'll also find some newer condo and townhome developments in the southeast area. In terms of who you'll find living here, families with kids make up 35% of households in Centennial, while couples without children make up 26% of households, and 33% of households are one person living alone. Rentals, like I mentioned, you'll find mostly in the Non-Quan area and then along Simcoe as well. We do find a high rental rate in the Centennial area at 51%. This is again mostly because of the apartments that you'll find in the areas that I mentioned. Now, the real estate prices, you really will find a wide range of price points. I'm looking at recent sales from the last few months, so May, June, July 2024. Semis don't come up as often, you won't find as many here, but recently you're looking at the mid 600s, and then detached homes start in the lower 700,000s for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. As you get into the 800,000s, the homes and the lot sizes get a little larger, and if your budget's in the lower to mid 900,000s currently, this will get you a gorgeous home, including in the beautiful Bow Valley neighborhood that I mentioned. The recent homes at this price point have been renovated, beautiful homes with amazing yards, possibly backing onto a park or maybe on a quiet court. There will also be homes that come up in the million, up to maybe around 1.1, 1.2 range, if you're looking for that really amazing showstopper home. So there are options here for the vast majority of price points, and your money does go further in this area and will get you a really lovely home on a great street. So that finishes off my tour of Centennial. If you're interested in checking out some of my other area tours, these are a couple for you to watch next. And if you have any questions, reach out or book an appointment through my calendar link. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to help you with your move too. Thanks so much for watching.